Good evening, YouTubers. Welcome to World Cinema Reviews. This is Frank the Vamp, and tonight we have another masterpiece review. We're gonna talk about, excuse me, An American Werewolf in London. This jewel of the film is directed by John Landis and starring David Naughton, Jenny Agutter, I'm sorry, Griffin Dunne, and John Woodvine. And this British American production, it's been known as a cult classic. In fact, many people know that this is one of the best, uh, horror films of all time, one of the best, and certainly to me, the best werewolf uh, film of all time, bar none. Um, why is this film special? That's why I'm here to tell you. And this really, it's back in 1981 when this film came out. Was one of the first horror films that I watched. I was fairly young, and it scared the crap out of me. Still scary to this day. But this film truly combines the comedy, the dark horror comedy of things such as Tales from the Crypt, for example, and the tragic element of the original Wolfman. Well, not the original, but one of the earlier versions of the Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr. So it brings laughter with tragedy at the same time, making it a true beauty to display to the eye. And this is a movie that attacks your eye, your brain. It makes you think, it makes you wonder, it makes you dream, and it has one of the best special effects to this day. uh, you know Screw CGI, man. I don't want to see any more CGI. This is done all through animatronics and pumps and real things. And the werewolf transformation is this film. It's so real that, I mean, I would, uh, I believe that it sold me. I was captivated when I was, I think it was like 8 or 9, 7, 8, 9, when this came out. And actually I was 7, but I don't know if I watched it when it just came right out. But anyways, it was around that age when I watched it. And my father got me hooked into horror films, and I didn't mind taking me along, even though it was a fairly mature film. Um, but the uh, the effects, the awesomeness of it. I mean, which won many awards, by the way. It's impressive to this day. So what? So let's talk a little bit about the plot of this masterpiece. Um, these two American friends are walking around, David and Jack, the British countryside, and backpacking through Europe as many Americans do. Having fun, going to pubs, drinking beer, shagging girls, you know, having just good old American fun in a little bit over the pond, like they say. However, their fun is ruined when they go to this pub where the love and the myth of actual werewolf, then actual darkness and supernatural talk spooks them. They come out in the open, and their fears come true, and an actual monster attacks them both. Uh, you know, David gets bitten. His friend Jack gets mortally wounded and slaughtered. Um, when David wakes out, he's informed of what happened. Makes an amazing recovery and starts getting all these supernatural human abilities, and starts dreaming of his dead friend and having hallucinations. and his undead friend says that he tells him, hey, if you don't kill yourself before the next uh, full moon, basically what's going to happen is you're going to turn into a werewolf and you're going to start killing a whole bunch of people, and you're going to make more people undead, and you need to die, before you make these things worse. Otherwise, the souls of the people you kill will not be able to rest properly. Um, so yeah, it's heavy, heavy stuff. However, this is done through humorous ways, the way the apparition happens, and so David has a dilemma whether he should believe his, um, his imaginations, so to speak, or should he really end his life? And as the the I'm not going to spoil much of the movie. Well, because it's truly a masterpiece. It's so funny, it's so dark, it's so just awesome that I want you to enjoy it for yourself. But when the transformation finally happens, when he finally becomes you know the the, this beast, um, you just gotta see it, man. Like I said, that's so. To sum it all up, what is this movie other than just pure enjoyment? Like I said, it's just the laughter. It's about the special effects. It's about the story and the outcome. Um, it reads. And one more thing that I have to mention, which I will be unforgiven when I'm talking to this movie, if this movie wasn't perfect enough, it has an unbelievably great soundtrack. You guys are probably enjoying Guardians of the Galaxy now, up in theaters, and you know how great that soundtrack is. Um, it's awesome. I liked it very much, but it doesn't match, and it will never match what an American Werewolf in London has done. Um, the songs ever since from Blue Moon to Bad Moon Rising and all that stuff. It's just so opportune, so perfect, so dark. The songs during the transformations and during the rampage, in the middle of London. It's just every little scene of this movie is just so perfect. Um, I can only say that this is another A plus movie. Um, you just can't make it better than this. I hope they never remake this movie. Um, I am. I can say that the sequel, the 19 An American Werewolf in Paris, because I unfortunately have to mention this, um, wasn't so good and didn't do very well at the box office. Um, I I might review it if you guys want me to in another way, but it's nowhere near as good. Nowhere. And yeah, I mean, I just sorry I had to mention it, but I guess if it's part of the if it's going to be called a sequel, it's a sequel, but it has really nothing to do with it except one little part, which I think is even wasting time talking about it. So coming back to something really great, watch this film. If you have watched it, I invite you to revisit it. If you've never seen it, it's required viewing. Get yourself to the store, buy a copy and watch it, or download it digitally. Do something, but please watch this film. You will not regret it. I endorse it, 1,000,000%. Um, truly John Landis masterpiece, uh, and can never be duplicated, man. Now I'm doing more as far as upcoming videos. I got I'm still finishing couple of projects. One Miss Call, versus American and Japanese. Still doing the Santo contra Los. I think it's Las Vampiras with the vampire woman. Samson is the vampire woman. That's that's a Spanish film I'm working on, and I'm doing the oh yeah, I've been requested to do the yet another version of the Ring, which is the Korean Ring virus. So please, guys, I'm working on these things. Like I said, I've been sick. I'm feeling much better, but I'll try my best. Peace out. Enjoy the American Werewolf in London. God bless, and good night. Good night, governors. Take it easy. Sweet dreams.